job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
There you go. No, don't go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me.
Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl. I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the pay, I'm talking about bitching.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Dak going to start out going to the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at this Carolina defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go now. Green Jack. You don't lose.
It's Young on 1st down. That's pulled in by Brooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Black shot. Red, yellow. Yellow.
In motion goes the tight end.
Claws red. Drill green. Ready?
Young looks to throw on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To the air once more, Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
Guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Tolbert to target that time, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here we go. Back.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
On the double.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Panthers at 8-1 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll move the chains. A first down throw for Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hey, Green.
It'll be Young again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Ready.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here is Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Strike. Red, yellow.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Claude red. Hey, blue. Drill green. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Touchdown! Thielen. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run here with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Now a give. Akers running left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get through. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Right. Blaster, 6.
Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Young here, you can see changing the play.
Blue striker.
Young on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Slide through. Yellow. Black ultra. Ready.
On 2nd down, Young again. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Here's Young from the shotgun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Valdez-Scantling in motion left.
Red cycle.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Six, mega. Steel, black.
Young on 3rd down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. Thinking now to... points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here we go.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
White.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Go pink. Steal. Check steal. Blaster. Stick. Blue striker. Slice blue. Cut.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. That is caught. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Fight 60. Fierce yellow. Ready?
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. It's Brooks. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Okay.
3rd and 9 here.
Black Ultra. Smack red.
Looking to throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's so close.